So, welcome Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission this Thursday, October 9, 7 o'clock p.m. for our October meeting. We do have a quorum to approve the...
No, we're one short.
Oh, we are, okay.
Yeah, we don't
So we'll skip that for...
Okay, that is fine. So we will wait until the next meeting to ratify our minutes from September. So we'll move on to the other business, and this is really the largest part of our agenda this evening, and that is our oral histories program. And I wanted to remind all of you, well, Kelly and I took the training, was it Monday night? Tuesday night. Right.
Monday I could have done it.
No. So I'd like to just summarize, just in general, what the training was like, but then I also want to encourage members to sign up to take it. And I'll just say from the onset that I found it was very relaxed, very person to person. You know, we did actually a fair amount of laughing in the process of it, and it's a really a fascinating program. Very interesting. Yeah. Do you have anything you wanted to add to that, or?
I think it answers almost everything that we need, except for like someone to edit if we need to do editing. But other than that, they have it all set up, you know. And then plus that you've already organized through Jerusha for the placement to the Farmington room and so forth. That makes it so much,
okay.
Right? Like,
yeah.
You have to have a place to store it.
Right, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, so it's super easy. It's like a Zoom meeting. I say super easy, don't put me in charge, but.
Yeah, no, I know.
But it is.
But yeah, I had that impression.
We're going to be storing on the library server.
Right.
Yeah.
But you put stuff there while you're working on it, and then you extract it.
Yeah.
But, no, it was really nice. And I think what was nice about going through the training, too, is it was akin to, like, setting up a webinar. That's how I was looking at it. So it just is reminding me of everything we need to establish, like, for best practices, and just all those, like, little nitty-gritty details, like who's speaking, what are we going to have for a background.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Like, all sorts of things just like that.
Yeah.
But, she's a really interesting job.
So I will say that there was, at the end of the training, Fiona shared some good information with us, and that is that this is a complete program, and there are, I think, 143 members, many more than they expected. But there's an annual subscription of $50,000 to
not for us.
Use this. No, not for us. For the sponsoring organization, which is basically UConn. So they have a grant from the Connecticut Humanities Council, funding being what it is, and federal government particular funding the way it is. They are expecting that that's not going to be available for next year. So they're looking for grants, they're looking for funding right now. She said that she thought we should make it a priority to get as many of the interviews that we'd like to get done before the end of this calendar year.
I thought she said it was good through December 2026, Lisa. I wrote we're paid up because she prepaid a year, remember? That's what I wrote. Maybe I misunderstood.
I don't know how we're going to get.
I thought she said, though, to get it done early in the year and plan like there may not be funding after next year. Like we had a year, I thought is what she said.
She did pay ahead, that's right, so you may be right.
We could confirm that with her.
Yeah, we'll confirm with her. But I think for us, what we need to understand is we don't want to sit, idle here. We want to move ahead with it. And we also know that this is going to take some experimentation. So we should practice with each other or with family members, get used to it's very menu driven, but still get used to all the features and what we need to do and the order in which we do it.
Did you get logins?
So that's the next thing I'm going to work on. I wanted to talk to this commission about that. So managers have access to everything, including editing and changing and deleting and things like that. Members have access to, for everything that they would need in order to do an interview, but they don't have, they have editing ability, but they don't have the ability to erase or edit somebody else's work, blah, blah, blah. So I think, and there's also a view-only capability, which I don't think we need. We would use that for others who want to look at the material. I think we just need to decide there should be it seems to be two managers. If someone else needs to be a manager for a while, we can easily do it. We could do it all ourselves. But I think initially, let's start with two managers, and everybody else is a member. And as soon as you are logged in, which I can do tomorrow, probably over the weekend, with all of you, then you could really go in even without the training and start to look around. I don't see any reason. It was very menu-driven, very friendly. The type's really tiny, I'll say that, but, that's okay. You'll figure that out. And just play with it a little bit. It actually might be valuable to look at it even before you do the training, so then you'd have more specific questions. So is that something, I know it's a small group, but we agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm happy to be one of the managers. I don't know if Garrett needs to be a manager.
Project
I
manager.
was gonna say me or Matt.
Yeah, Matt might be a good one.
That would probably be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was thinking he would be the one if we have to really do any, I know you said that we have editing, but if we want to do anything beyond, like, if there was music or we really needed to cut, because what she was talking about with editing is she goes in and marks stuff, she can get a clip.
Yeah.
Or mark stuff up.
Right.
We as the members or the managers, we can edit the transcripts, clean those up and make sure things are spelled properly,
But
if we don't change the.
If we're adding photos and music and.
If we were to do something like that, and I think that's something we'd want to try to,
To talk about that tonight.
we'd have to get a resource who can edit, and that's why I said maybe Matt.
Right.
Because when you're not here, you get
Nominate him and
Yeah, he's not here, so that's how you get
Matt,
volunteers,
you're
right?
Well, I mean, for example, if we're talking to someone and they're talking about, stories from their families when canals were there, we can get photos from the, museum, different areas, and you might wanna,
Or they may,
insert some of that, but.
or they may have something to include,
Yeah.
so.
So,
Which we can also keep
ask
all that together
does-
too.
Yes.
If they give us artifacts, we can keep them with the project, so,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Matt has extra time.
He is, anyway, he
We'll
gets
figure
it
it out.
done. That's really, he's
Yeah.
really quite remarkable. All right, that's very good. So I will do that this weekend. I'll send emails, and maybe a global email to all of you.
Okay.
I think the other thing too we need to discuss is about getting, she said, a good mic or headset.
Yes.
And depending on how we want to do these interviews. So she said, because to make sure that the audio, whether people are on screen or not, that's a personal, I guess, that will be a person-by-person decision. But if we're doing it through the computer, definitely want someone on a headset to make sure that you can clearly hear them, or if we were doing it live, like, a mic. And I don't know if that's something, if we have to purchase, or if we can borrow equipment. I don't know if the library has it, or the school.
Yeah, so I think let's start with, we'll ask Matt. He seems to have, and then also Jerusha, we can.
And I can check with our IT.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, and Jerusha can probably check, because if our term is also gonna be doing it, they'll probably need that from IT, the IT department anyway.
Right.
And then you can just borrow it through the library.
I have a
Might
cheap
be the
headset.
best.
Yeah, that way at least.
Yeah.
I'm not so much worried about, personally, I'm not worried about the headset as much. It's more like if we need a microphone.
I think
Well,
especially if it's older people, it may be harder to pick up, that you might want a microphone.
And you saw that, Fiona uses, the ones that they use on news shows. So they really pick everything up, but they're unobtrusive, and you're not fiddling around with,
Yeah, it's not like.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so, all right, so
Those are probably expensive.
I don't know. She said everything's cheap, so that's what, if we have to get.
if we have to, we've got a little bit of a budget, we can do it, but I think,
we'll figure it out.
yeah, I'm not worried about that, okay.
Okay.
So, she also mentioned if you're going to be doing this on different laptops, but I didn't really worry about that too much. I mean, if anybody doesn't have a laptop, they can borrow mine. You know, I don't know, it's not because you're not, well, you are using the camera, that's really, but I've got a good camera on mine. So,
and that's one of the things we have to discuss too, because if we even need to be on camera, it's really mostly about who we're interviewing, and if they agree to it. There is a sort of a release built into it. Okay.
We talked about that
Okay.
a while back, because I think Barbara brought it up as a concern.
We still have to do a real one, is what she suggested.
a real one, I'm sorry.
Release.
Yeah, she suggested that you mail it out ahead of time, so you get, she called it a wet signature.
She called it,
Wet
I've never
signature,
heard of it.
yeah.
Oh, is that
Wet,
a term?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But there is a, permission slip to which if they check a box, they would agree, but that's a backup if you don't.
Yeah, and we can.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
If you give me the addresses, I can send it, I can mail it, and I can also give them a return envelope as
Do
well.
you have a release?
Well,
No.
we have a release through,
There was
the Farmington Library program.
There was
And,
something in that packet.
Right, we just would need to run it through the town attorney, I
Right.
think, just to make sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can get that to you.
the one online is sort of like agreeing to the Apple conditions. If you don't check yes, then you can't participate.
Yeah, I would.
They have to, basically, or they're going to decide that they've changed their mind, but.
I'll check with Jerusha.
Yeah, I know, I said her name wrong, I'm sorry.
She might have already
Yes.
had it reviewed by an attorney.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if the library has their own attorney.
No, they use the town one.
Okay,
Because I remember when we had that meeting with,
Yeah.
I didn't bring that notebook, I don't.
Yeah, and then our office has a different attorney than the town manager's office, so I'll check.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. Is it an ethical consideration?
No, it's our attorney is focused on land use and wetlands.
Oh,
and
that's
everything like
great.
that, so
Okay.
Great, okay.
he's specific to our needs.
Got it. Oh, that's great. Okay. So you're gonna check with Drusha about the attorney, and also we would send the release forms to you. Okay.
Well, yeah, I just need
mail it.
if I've got one, obviously I can make multiple prints, and then I'll just need
Yeah.
their address,
Yeah, okay.
and then I'll just give them a return, it'll need a stamp.
So I'll email you this
Yeah, I think it'll need
release.
a stamp, but
Yeah,
they'll have to stamp it to send it back, but.
yeah.
Stamp, I'll give it to you, I'll donate a stamp.
Because our postage meter it's dated, I don't know if that would throw it off.
Okay.
'Cause it's not like we have stamps, we just have a postage
Right,
meter that it's
okay.
printed
No, the
on.
town makes you provide your own stamps if you want your tax stuff back, so.
Or you come to town hall.
That's what I just do, I know.
Yeah, we just go
I do.
Okay.
That's good. So really, it's the permissions that we, okay, I can send that to you in digital form,
Yeah. that's
Garrett,
fine.
and then you can move on with that. That's great. Let's see, so I'm just trying to think of-
Do commission members need to sign the release as well?
No,
Okay.
no, it's only two, so there are two release forms. One is to, has to do with permission to basically interview someone and
Yeah.
gather this information. Second release form, is to allow permission for us to use, to make that material public.
Okay,
essentially.
all right.
Yeah.
No, I just want to confirm that
Yeah.
there's not anything we have to
Yeah.
keep track of.
Okay. All right, good. All right. Anything else on the training, Kelly, that,
No, but I was gonna, I don't think so, I was just kind of reading through, my notes. But I do think, what I can do, if you would like, Lisa, I know you've all collected all those other information from Jerusha, but I could just type up something of what I was gleaning from, like, best practices of.
that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Of just, it was just like little things, like having people spell their name, and even saying things like, my name is Kelly Shadler, and then spelling it, and I'm happy to be here doing this.
Right.
It's like those types of things is how she was
That's good.
starting it, and then we'll be consistent,
Yeah.
That's all I think about,
Okay.
you know, because then it will go different paths.
And
but-
that's also when we kind of practice on each other.
Yeah, but I think
to
we
get
just,
an
yeah,
idea.
yes,
Okay, all right,
yep,
Good.
so I'll do that.
okay.
So there are two things I'd like to accomplish tonight about this project, and one is I'd like to, just forgot the second thing. Anyway.
Go to number one, go to number one.
First thing.
Coming up with a short list of questions that every interviewer would ask every interviewee. So here's the process. So when you select an interviewee, and we're going to split up that list, that's the second thing. Start to think about that. You're going to be doing research based on what properties or property that this interviewee represents, the time period in which this interviewee would have had his or her experience, and anything else that would help give you some information to be able to ask your own questions that would be unique in this particular interview. So there's a period during which you're going to be doing research, and I think what I need to do, and perhaps Garrett could help us here, is what sort of resources are readily available for us to do that research. For example, you've pulled out so many great maps from just the town website, which I have no idea they're there, and I can't find them afterwards. Maybe we could ask Garrett to just share a few minutes and show us examples of what to look at on the website. Then there are some basic places where we can go for simple research information. So I'd like to be able to just talk about that a little bit and follow up on it, so that each of us has the resources we need to put together a good interview. And then after that, it's really allowing, if the interviewee wants to speak about, you know, their own thoughts, ideas, memories, you want to have that come to you, definitely, as well. And you want to be able to encourage that with this research that you do. So those are two of the things that, the other thing was the questions, yeah. So I just want to get an idea of the, I want us to think about what are a short list of questions that we're going to ask every interviewee. I mean, we're going to start out by introducing ourselves, and also and the Unionville Historic District, who we represent. We are also introducing the interviewee, or maybe we ask the interviewee to introduce themselves. What do you think?
Yes, I wish we could have recorded one of her sessions. I think what they said was, it was something like you said, like, you know, I'm Kelly Shadler, I am part of the Unionville Historic Commission, I'm here to interview you today. Would you start by telling us your name and you know?
And I think, like Kelly said,
like
it is saying your name and then spelling it.
Yes, and spelling, and that helps with transcription,
Yeah.
that's why they want to do that. And then from there, and that's when we had that one woman who said, and I'm happy to be here today, and I give my permission to record. They had her say that. In that one. So that might be another way that we can just do it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not, you know, whatever, this is why I'm here, or I'm happy to be here today to tell my story, or, you know, something like that.
They gave the interviewee kind of like a short script to
I think we should, just to give them a script. I think that would be a little overwhelming for someone to be like, well, what am I supposed to say?
They're going to be, I would imagine many people would be nervous.
Or just, you may not have done something like that before.
Yeah.
It's always a little nervous when you're being recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Like now, I always look at this like, what is people?
It
I
only
know.
gets posted on YouTube.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, good. Do we want the interviewee to tell us,
we could start like, tell us where, maybe about like where they lived in town, or something like to that, to just try to level set, or
kind of start out,
We have those other questions. I know I did not make copies that day, but those packets we got from Jerusha.
Yes,
So that might just help us get organized.
There was a list, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not saying we don't do that now. I'm just thinking that might just have a nice cadence.
It probably does. So I guess what we need to think about tonight is relative to what our mission is, which is, frankly, the built environment, and preserving the character of that in town. What very specific questions do we want to ask about really anything, the buildings, the transportation, the electricity, the all sorts of things. What is it we'd like to focus on? We'd like to...
But it's going to be different, though. I know we want a certain set that might be the same, but it may also be different for different people.
The answers?
The questions,
Yeah, like give me an example.
Well, I mean, the history involved might be different.
But I want to make sure that because of what our mission is, not that everything an interviewee says needs to be about buildings or structures.
Right.
But we've got something solid there that speaks to that. So
we do want to ask them, well, their address.
What buildings.
What home, right. So where.
What street, if they don't
Where
want.
they live.
Yeah. Yep, building, street, the time period in which they lived or worked. Okay.
And maybe, did they move into town, or was their family originally from town? Maybe this home is multi-generational. Family lived there 50 years before them. Which in many cases it may be. I mean, it's like someone like Matt. Not just Matt's father, but it's also Matt lives in a historic home, but his family goes way back in that home. So,
That's right.
yeah. While someone else may be living in that home now and have a lot of stories to tell because they have stories from the other, previous owners, but they may be new in the building. Or relatively new.
Right. No, you're right about that.
I think some of that might come out too in just like the conversation.
Yeah.
I think if people want to be interviewed and we have a story, so we probably need like a slight background, right, of each person. Not that we have to go through and have this big thing, but just sort of, their name. What do we, like, I was thinking about when we were talking about Tracy's aunt who had a connection to the railroad, right? Like, so that would be just something in my mind that we would want, if she didn't bring it up, if she probably would, that would be something we'd want to talk about, like, and ask a question. But I was even just thinking to get people started, and this would probably lead to some things, is like, instead of saying, what was your address, where did you live growing up, was your family from town, but that might come out organically. If I lived here, did you have
do
siblings?
Ancestry?
Well, I was going to say, did you have siblings? Did your parents work? What did your parents? Like some of just. I think I don't know. Maybe
things
I'm thinking if
the time period,
some of the story of what you remember, because I don't know, if you think about your childhood and if you think about what was it like growing up, probably I don't even think about my house the first thing. I think about what it was like.
Oh, right.
Like, all my friends, we used to ride our bikes in the street, we were allowed to go to the railroad tracks, like all those types of kind of stories.
And then so the interviewer would say, well, how far was the railroad from your house?
Something,
Or I don't know, something.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
So the background you do,
I don't know, I was kind of looking, that's the way Fiona did that interview that she shared with us, kind of, because almost like, I think about almost like the softball, like warm up, this is easy stuff, just kind of lead them, and that could lead to asking, what was it like, did you go to school? Because that could be a question, I don't, some or
Mhm.
to what age, that could lead to a conversation, where did you go to school? I don't know. That's why I was wondering what Jerusha might have on her list. And then we could, tailor. But I think if we started asking everyone just kind of tell us about yourself in a way, right? Like those types of questions.
If they remember their early years in town. Well, what's your earliest memory of Unionville?
Mhm.
Could you answer that question if someone asked you where you grew up, what's your earliest memory of
Yes.
the Bronx?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'd answer it that way. I might, but maybe that's just me.
That's sort of what brought
Yeah.
you or your family
Yeah.
to Unionville, yeah.
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 But-
That's interesting. I can see I have to do a lot more thinking about this.
Well,
How to get to, what you want without being
Yeah.
Right.
direct, because memory is an interesting thing,
Yeah.
and it
Well,
doesn't
true,
always
Yeah.
turn out the way you exactly want
but
it
you
to.
might be surprised what people do remember.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that's what we're asking them, is
Right.
what
Google
they
it.
remember. That's what an oral history really is.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, you're right about sort of buildings and transportation and communication are gonna show up in everybody's stories to some degree. And you can, as an interviewer, you can decide to say, oh, you used to swim in the canal, which
And you
which
might-
part of
right,
the canal, and
right.
was
Well,
the
that's
watercolors?
scary. No, I know, but they
No,
did.
that's
I know,
absolutely.
I know.
So,
That's scary.
I don't know, so it's the,
I mean, I literally remember lying in bed and I could hear the foghorn in the Hudson River, and I could hear the clang, clang, clang of trolley cars on University Avenue. I mean, I do remember those things, and I think most people do if they think about it.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, even if you said, well, where did you and your friends play? Like, did they play on the canals? Did they,
This isn't the end-all, be-all. I just found one. This is from like LSU. So
yeah,
they divided it up by general questions, which were origin, when did you come here, why, those types of questions.
yeah.
What type of neighborhood was it like? Then it was the family. What do you remember about your grandparents? This goes really, we don't have to do all this. I'm just giving you and some of the family. And then they were asking about if they worked, what was their job, and how much did they make, the community, neighborhood. I mean, this goes on forever. So I think we do probably have to. I mean, we're not going to do all this.
No,
This goes
no.
into like religion, property.
Well, you're going to find, though, that their stories
They
are
will
gonna
tell,
lead
right,
to-
right. Music and dance.
Oh, my
I know, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a lot. Food, that's an
If you
interesting
talk
one.
to Fred, Sanford,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and he'll
just
tell you
yeah.
stories of, I forget which, his father living on, Lovely Street,
Uh-huh, yep.
and he went to school, that little school in Avon.
On West Avon Road.
Oh, really?
That little building,
Wow.
and he went there,
Wow.
on horse or however he got there,
On horse.
and lived at the Johnson or Thompson Farm? Johnson Farm.
Thompson.
Thompson
Oh, he
lived,
at the Thompson farm.
yeah, he lived there, went to the school and stayed there for the week and then came home. And,
Oh, no kidding.
yeah, and I'm thinking, well, that's not such a long walk, why, but.
But long enough.
Yeah, and of
Yeah.
course, the roads weren't quite as good. I mean,
Right.
from there, he'd have to probably, come around to like where I live now and walk up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that
Yeah,
interesting?
yeah.
That alone is worth an
That's,
interview right there.
absolutely,
Um,
absolutely.
So the basics of where did you live and where did you work and where did you go to school?
Yeah.
Okay, the simple ones. All right. All right.
And you don't, and I think for, depending on the people and what we can find out about what their jobs were, or what they did in town, a lot of the next questions are gonna come from what they tell us.
Right.
We could also, I think in terms of trying to, when we talk to people about, that we want to interview, we can let them know that, you know, we're really interested, we want to hear your stories about what it was like living and growing up in Unionville. And that's something too that we can add to our like intro of why we're here. You just said that, and I thought that was a good thing.
Yes. So what was I'm sorry, what was the question again, you saying?
Well, no, I was just thinking about, what you were, that we can help kind of prompt them is when we're talking, like, you know, remind them, that's why we're
Right,
interested in
right.
what you did. And,
It's really the interviewer's job,
Yeah.
isn't it? Just prompting.
Sure.
yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, if somebody grew up, let's say in the thirties, in Unionville, I personally would be interested in, do they remember the Episcopal Church?
Oh, yeah.
And what
Yeah.
was it like
Yeah.
being in that Unionville center? I mean, I would be interested, I'd like to know, I mean, there were a lot of other little stores and things there. Did, for example, when they were older, did the kids go there? Is that a center for them?
I'm always curious about how people lived with the canals, which were
Without people drowning.
Horrible.
well, I think they did drown children, especially, but I don't know. I think of the smell of the water and the sound. Just interesting to me.
All the poison in that water.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, anyway, okay.
That's a good,
And the
I never
mosquitoes.
really thought about it, so that's a good question.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, I get the idea. So if we were to just kind of, after this meeting, in our own time, when we're thinking, come up with sort of those basic questions, that would be great.
I agree, you want to have some sort of just.
And
a
should we
guide,
do,
and
think
so
should we
everyone gets
do
asked the same
an
thing.
ancestry, you have ancestry.
I do.
Should we do an ancestry background on them?
Ooh.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's all public information.
I didn't ask Amy anything either, she's been on mute all day.
Yeah,
I think it
Oh, no.
depends, and it could be,
a little invasive.
yeah.
Yeah.
It- 'cause
Yeah,
it
it could
really-
be, yeah, I
really
don't
just
wanna be
wanna know.
invasive, and I don't wanna be,
And you really, you only want them to share what they want to share.
right, okay.
Because it could be, you know,
Yeah.
if they had a parent that was estranged or something like that, or
Right.
that they don't really want to talk about, and you're asking
Right.
about this parent that's on their genealogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bring that up. I wouldn't bring it up unless they bring it up.
I don't think we should bring up really anything about them.
No, I
They
think
should tell
you're
us.
Tell us, yeah.
Right, I mean, it's one thing to bring up,
Yeah.
you know, do you remember, I don't know, you could pick a point in history, right? If if it was like something, what was it like, you know, when Kennedy died? I don't know, I'm just, you know,
I can tell you
something that,
that.
no, I'm just thinking of things
Well,
that,
after the
Yeah.
flood, when.
right, the
flood.
flood, that's probably a better example.
Before and after, like,
Yes.
so far, what I talk about is before the flood, there's probably a lot more shops, and then
Right.
after the
Right.
flood, a lot of that got taken out, and then there was
Right.
the urban renewal in the
Shops,
sixties.
the homes.
I wanted to go to that
Whole neighborhoods
discussion last
disappeared.
night. They had something at the library last
Oh,
night
about the
about the
flood?
flood. I couldn't make
Was
it.
that the Unionville Museum?
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
did it, yeah.
Their exhibit is great.
Yeah.
It's so great. Okay. Well, I think that having the background each of us will do about our interviewee, where we've got time period, we probably will know kind of in general what they did in town or what their experience is with town. That's going to prompt a lot of questions already. You know, for example, we'll likely not have the opportunity to talk to anybody who rode the trolley, because I think it shut down, and the last one was 1933. So,
Yep.
so I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. It'll flex the skills of the interviewer, I think. All right. Good, that's a good start. All right. Anything else we want to talk about with the questions?
So are you going to send us the logins? You said so we can.
Yes, because I have to go in and I have to register each of us.
Okay,
So I will take care of that.
all right.
Do you want to be Garrett, do you want to be a member?
You can put me as a member.
Member?
Yeah,
Okay.
that way at least
All right.
I still see everything. And yeah, I think one of the things that Lisa was talking about was on the GIS site, we now have the 1934 aerials. They're off by about 50 or 100 feet, but it's still, so I'll show you. So if you go to the town website,
This is cool.
if you click the magnifying glass, and you go to GIS mapping, there's a disclaimer, that, another disclaimer, click that. And you can either put in a specific address, or you can just go to interactive mapping.
Oh, okay,
and then
interactive map, yeah.
Zoom in. Here's Unionville, and then if you click base map air photos, got 2023. So there's St. Mary's, there's Union School, Stop and Drop, the bridge, and we've got 2019, 2016, 2012, 2009, 2004, then we've got 1934.
Oh, wow, look at
So,
that.
obviously it's off because the river's, not too bad.
What do you mean it's off? I haven't-
So you see where the, like the, a good example. So here's the intersection in Unionville,
Yes.
Right.
but
Okay.
here's where Claudette's is.
Oh,
Or I'm sorry, that's the church actually.
oh, I see.
But anyway,
So
so you
the
can turn,
properties are
yeah,
off.
you can turn this off.
Oh, I
Under
see.
Town of Farms, and you turn off parcels and labels.
Okay.
So there's the, I think that's the Episcopal Church,
Yes.
so that
Oh,
must be
yeah.
Claudette's there. Claudette's with the Union.
Oh, I have to look.
Gosh.
Yeah,
That
it's not great
whoa.
quality.
No, but it really is a brain teaser.
Absolutely,
But
that's
so-
great. Yeah.
So then here's
that big,
the canal feeder,
Yeah?
Oh,
and then brings you all the way up to the old, bridge over the river.
Yeah, yeah.
And then obviously this goes all the way into Avon.
Hmm.
Oh, I love looking at these
And then
things.
you've got,
Yeah.
let's see. Close. And then you've got the 1920s building right there.
Oh, wow,
Wow. Oh, and there's no Highlands.
look at that. And that's it?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Wow. That was, so let me just make sure I understand. That, wasn't it on School Street?
No, this is the high school, this is.
That's what, 19...
Sorry, you said
I'm sorry.
building, the old building.
No, good.
Yes.
Wow, look at
So
that.
1934, so this is the original high school in
Now, there were homes in the Highlands.
Not yet.
No,
No,
not
that
yet.
was all,
Like the 60s.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
My house is 63.
So here's West Avon, I think, no, I'm sorry.
You could tell us, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so here's Cottage Street,
Yeah,
and
Okay.
then so here's West Avon, so
Yeah.
here's Sanford and Hawley,
yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
Right,
Yeah.
they were there.
So then here's what's now West Avon,
yeah.
Right, and then
going up into Avon.
Farmington Woods was,
Yeah.
is,
There's
Wow.
the farm, and then there's,
Oh, yeah.
there's the schoolhouse. This is Brickyard, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, so interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's Brickyard all
Yeah.
the way down.
Huh.
There's the start of Dunning,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at
or
that.
what would become Dunning.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Wish we had an interim between now and 2004.
So there's, the
Mm.
fifth, so it's not on here.
Yeah.
I'll send everyone the link. There's, UConn has everything online, but it's not town-wide, it's
Okay.
individual. If I
Yeah.
can spell UConn. So, turn this off. So if you zoom in into Unionville,
Okay.
and then they've got, so we've got,
86 to
so
87.
we've got 1934, 1951, 1957,
Oh, yeah.
1970, 1986, 1990, 95, 96, and then 2000.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you go-
Okay.
No, but they were like in, okay, so
So if you go
Yeah.
do 97, some
Yeah.
areas it's only certain sections of the state
Hmm.
will will be 51, 52. So
Yeah,
you'll see these dots appear, very tiny,
yeah.
but when you zoom out, you'll see the dots. So,
What are the dots?
there are the pictures, so it's the longitude and latitude of the picture, and then there'll be a PDF and a TIFF. The PDF is
Right.
smaller, it's a lot easier to open.
Ooh,
But these images are pretty
yeah,
high quality.
they sure
The
are.
PDF
they
is
are.
is poorer
Yeah.
quality, but there you've got Union School.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's and so this is,
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
I could read this without you hear Garrett narrating.
I know. But look, the,
so this was,
the holding pond
yes,
is
this
still
was
there.
51, so this is the holding pond.
Yeah,
There's Union
So the
School.
holding pond was still there?
I think it was after the flood.
I think it was
Well, we can look, let's look at 57.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so that's way
Or
so I,
70,
yeah,
yeah.
let's try this one. So sometimes the old, do you want, oh, that,
Yeah,
pretty quick.
70 would be good.
I downloaded, I opened, looking at one image today, and it was like 70 megabytes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's 70s,
So
1970s,
it's gone.
and the canal, and the feeder canal
Oh, yeah.
is gone.
Right.
But there's still Union School, still Carl's House,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Stop and Shop.
the old one.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah.
So this is after everything started getting demolished, the church is gone,
Yeah.
Quadette is still there.
Yeah.
The condos down the street are built,
Oh, I'll be doing it that early, huh? Oh, yeah.
and then again, Cottage Street, Sanford and Hawley, West Avon Road.
Oh, that's a great image, actually. Yeah.
I mean, considering
Yeah, no, really.
an image of the town from 1970 taken from an airplane.
I was gonna say, there's
No,
no one.
wow. That's pretty incredible.
So, river and
Yeah,
the railroad.
very
So,
cool.
yes, it does take a little practice to,
Yeah.
and Barbara, the Farmington Woods,
Oh, it's up already, so that's, was
This
that
is
1960?
So when is this? Yeah, in the
1970s,
70s, yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
so,
Huh.
it does take a little bit to, like, get your bearings,
Yes,
but
yeah.
just look for landmarks, is my,
Right.
so,
Right.
you know where Union School is, and you know that's
Yeah.
been there
Yeah.
for a long time, so that's,
Yeah,
you know, they'll
yeah.
know where the river is, you know that's been there for
Longer than Union
longer
School.
than Union School, yeah.
And the bridge.
And the
cross-
bridge has
yeah.
always, has been in that spot, it's not
Yeah.
like we
Yeah.
moved the bridge.
Mhm.
Obviously, the Collinsville Bridge has moved,
Right.
Yeah.
but it helps with the landmarks, and then, if you look at a Google map to the side, you
Yeah.
can kind of get an idea where the streets are, so now we're getting, can't remember the
Oh,
the street
that's,
names up here, but
yeah,
here's, I know this is
Progress,
Extension Street,
Yeah.
Um,
Progress Street, is that?
I think, yeah, so this is
Yeah.
Progress,
Yeah.
Progress, yeah.
and
that's,
then
Merriman?
Merriman.
Yeah.
and I forget the one up here.
Oh, I always forget the names of these.
You mean going
Or no, that's
almost
Avon.
virtually to
That's
the
Avon.
fourth hole.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's Avon.
Oh, this
I think
is-
you're in Avon at that point. Yeah, 'cause here's the,
Oh, where's the, oh, there's
Look.
the, ooh, yeah.
Sanford.
Sanford
Oh, maybe
Avenue.
Curtis Lane,
Yeah.
Sherman and Curtis Lane.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the one that, it starts in Unionville and ends in.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is Sherman and then Curtis.
Yeah.
Now, when did you say the Highlands wasn't built and?
Well, I don't know exactly,
It was a couple phases.
yeah, it's phases. I know I'm farther up.
Bottoms of.
Yeah, lower and
But there-
upper.
Because one of the stories from Jack Crockett is, let's go back and see what the year was, but it was way before that, was that on your block, someone got a divorce, and he married his secretary who was from the Highlands.
Yeah, so it could be down,
So,
my house is
There may have
63,
been,
so up near where I am is like,
Maybe that was the name,
Could be
maybe that's what
50.
people called that area? I don't know.
well, that's what I'm saying, that
yeah,
there may have
I
been
don't know.
some things up there.
Or no, it's not up, it's High Point West.
That road is new, that,
No, but that was one of the subdivision names.
yeah,
High
yeah.
Point
There was
West.
like, yeah.
They were building in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Up there, but the lower portion.
So I'm on-
Some more.
yeah, that's where I am,
Right.
on Highwood.
So like the part right behind the
Yeah.
high school, that's
Yeah.
I'm up where it
Fairly
intersects
new,
with Pinewood, and it's there in whatever year you're showing me there.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, what have you done there?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I move around a lot.
It's
So this is-
yellow.
This is 2023. I'm
Uh-huh.
just picking a random house.
Yeah, I love looking at this
1956 was
Yeah.
behind the high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously here's the new high school coming up.
Oh, that's awesome. You could spend hours. I could spend hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
This one's very,
so
it's easy to read.
we pay for a service called Year Map that takes photos in April and September. So 2018 to now, 2 photos every year.
Wow.
Whoa.
Why two?
Usually do it in the spring because there's no leaves.
Yeah.
So when the state does these aerials, they do it in March, April, because there's no leaves on the trees, so you can see
Right,
through.
so they
And then
can,
September is just
clearer.
a second time to see what's leafed out. And there are times where it's helpful to see 1 year of all the leaves. You can,
Yeah.
it's easier to figure out where the trees are, what
Yeah.
trees were cut down on someone's
Mhm.
property.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so the state did this in 4, 9, 12, 16, 19, 23, and they're gonna be doing 26 next year.
So interesting.
Can you just go back quick to where you started? So I wrote down, you go to the town of Farmington, you go in the search bar and you put in
no, so just click
GIS?
click it, and under popular searches,
Okay.
it says GIS mapping.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a disclaimer saying it's,
This is it, yeah, I usually
yeah,
get
so
it
you
that
click
way.
it's the disclaimer just saying it's not 100%
Yeah,
accurate.
yeah.
This same thing, 100%
Okay.
accurate. And then you can either, put in someone's name if they currently live there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be looking up myself.
Yeah, the house number. You put up your house number, the street, or you
Yeah.
can put interactive mapping.
Okay.
Find out who owes money.
No, that's a different website.
Oh, that's, yeah. I just like to, yeah.
But then you've got all the aerial photos here.
Great. Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks, Garrett. Whew.
Great.
All right. I would definitely, depending on the age of my interviewee, I would definitely look up.
Want to look this up and see what was there.
Right.
It would prompt questions for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so we've gone through the questions, the list, I'm not sure I have.
What were you thinking of, Lisa, when you said research or time period? What other resources were
Yeah,
you thinking
so-
about? Is there something through like the like through the library or?
Yes. So under the library has, they're all digital, bless them, they're on the website, and they're called, I think they call them historic homes. And
Yes,
there's-
that's
for
right.
Farmington.
Oh, okay.
So these are the historic resource surveys done in the mid or late 1980s. And so they did what they thought were the 200 oldest or more significant buildings in Farmington and Unionville. And a lot of houses have these resource lists with a piece about the history, which they gained from the records,
Okay.
Yeah,
the
so-
architecture.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Tremendous amount of information
Wow.
there.
Some
Okay.
have
Yeah.
more, some have less.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's some that are only the 2 pages of the report. There's ones that 20, 30 pages.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they're all illuminating. And it's a good start, too, to, I mean, it's not something you want to read to your interviewee, I don't think, but it can certainly prompt questions. And also give you the basic.
And you may get information on there that you can then use
Mhm.
to even like Google, like if they were,
Mhm.
worked for a particular company or were president of something,
And then,
you can Google that and get even more information.
yeah, and then Preservation Connecticut did a barn survey in the 2010s, early 2010s. And if you just search, I just searched CT Barns or CT Historic
Yeah.
Barns, it's connecticutbarns.org.
It's a great
It
site.
brings you to the
Yeah.
whole state, and then you can click on Farmington,
Yeah.
and it gives you a map.
Yep.
And then if it's, I want to see if it's green, it's on the state register.
Hmm. Well, let's see, ours should be,
Yeah, is your garage in there?
No, because they only did They did
Yeah,
a lot
my-
of barns, but they
yeah.
didn't do them all in town. I know,
So you,
Mass Barn is on the National Register.
it is?
Yes,
Really?
according to the state. So the George,
That's fascinating. I didn't know that.
so it's the Ross Barn, but it's the
Wow.
George and Edward Thompson Barn.
It's a fabulous
And
building.
then again, they've got.
Where is that?
Oh, on Farmington Avenue. Well, we should ask him for a tour of that.
Is it behind?
Behind
Oh,
his
it is
house,
behind
yeah.
his house?
Yeah, he had a,
Oh, yeah.
But they,
Yeah.
so they've got an overview, they've got.
yeah, really on the national
music
list.
facility,
Mhm.
what's around it,
Yep.
the materials,
Huh.
where they got the information from, and then there's photographs as well.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, there's that house, there's the barn.
That is
Oh, yeah.
great,
Yeah.
Um,
great.
So again, it's not all of the barns that were around, but it was what was still there in 2011.
Our
So
barn's
we've
in there.
got.
Yep. Actually, our barn shows that it's got a basketball hoop on it and everything. That's it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There's our old
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
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 So, again, the Lindquist barn, Gina B. Johnson barn,
Yeah.
and then you've got,
I know, isn't that hilarious? But it was so cool.
but then the same thing of all this extra information.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, there's your basketball hoop.
I know. Sturdy building. Oh, isn't that fun?
So,
Um,
and then, yeah, yours is also on the National Register.
it's on the National Register?
According to this, it is.
Your phone? Your,
My barn?
barn? You can't take it down even if you want to.
Oh, I don't ever want
There's-
That's,
That's so
I
interesting.
think you would know that.
And then,
Yeah,
and then weirdly, one of the barn there's a barn on Lovely Street that's not shown on the map, but it's on the state register. It's,
wait, where is this? Does it have an
the-
address?
yes,
Stanford?
no, 176 Lovely.
176.
So just give Matt a second, not Matt, sorry. Garrett.
Oh, yes, okay, there's a barn behind
Yeah,
it?
right there.
Oh.
Wait, is that 176?
Deming,
Oh.
or we used to own it.
Oh, are they in 17? I think that address is wrong. Because we're 177, and it increases in numbers. That's interesting.
No, you're
No?
not, no, what,
It might be in Avon?
no, 'cause this is, what number are you?
We're 99. What am I saying?
You're not. I thought, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
That's
I'm like,
for
am I
sure.
losing?
No, I am losing it, definitely. Oh, I'll be darned, so that, sure, 176.
Yeah, so there.
I thought I misheard.
Can you double check your-
I know.
What's my name again?
About someone else.
I know, well, apparently,
And
yeah.
well, you're saying 177, I'm like, there's no 177.
I know, isn't that funny?
So we have 176, so that's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Victorian.
that's right. Oh, their
Yeah.
barn is fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't, and I've gotta look at the site again, I didn't even see.
I'll
the
send this too.
So how did things, they must have sent them in to put on the National Register, 'cause we didn't do it.
Yeah, they must have.
And-
I know they did a because I was reading about this,
Huh,
I was looking at another property, but I also ended up looking at 37 Mountain Spring,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is listed, but there's nothing on it,
Mm.
on here.
Look at all the background with it.
Yeah, so there's 4 that were put on the state register
Yeah.
in Farmington. They did like a big batch, like.
Barn
like
batch.
2000 or-
But who decided to put them on the
the state
national
register.
register?
I don't know. I can find out.
'Cause that's a separate application.
Yes, that's a
You
separate
can't,
application.
it doesn't,
So there's 4 in, Farmington that were added. So there's Lovely Street, Main Street, Town Farm Road, and then West District.
and
So
then ours
the
as
Tinty
well.
Barn is Main Street.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Town Farm is,
Well, Liz Dolphin could have done that, did a big project.
Sub Edge Farm is the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, sub-edge.
And then 34 West District, which
Well, what about 99 Lovely? You said that was on the...
That's on, it says it's on the national, but it doesn't list it on the state. So I'm confused.
Well, you know, we didn't...
I'll find out.
We did not include barns on properties when we listed them in the local historic districts until this came out. And then we started to include the historic buildings on the properties in addition to the house. Because we recognized that if you put the house in the historic district, there's some protection, but the barn is not protected.
Right.
So, I mean, they really
I'll look it
educated
up
us.
and I'll try and find
But
it.
I don't, that's very, very interesting.
But if it's on the National Register,
Yeah.
who do you ask if you want to make a change? Or does it not?
Well, technically, nobody, but, you know, it's really National Park Service. So, I mean, if somebody wanted to
Well,
knock
Tell
a building
them that you
down, right?
changed the door.
Well, if somebody wanted to knock it down, you'd call in the feds.
yeah.
They're active right now.
If you know.
right, and so, the historic district's preservation guidelines are from the national park.
No, that I know, yeah.
I'll find out about the National Register, because I don't know why it says different things, and it doesn't really lead you anywhere. But
That's just
anyway,
very,
but you can see all the barn, and like Lisa had said, those historic inventories don't include the barns.
Yeah.
And it says on the barn preservation website is that they didn't include the barns.
yeah,
They went back and did
Yeah.
this
great.
fairly recently,
Yeah.
Good for Connecticut.
so
Great.
Where they all got demolished.
I'll send this too.
That's fun. You should definitely spend time looking at that website. That's fun. It's a fun website to look at.
Yeah, it was just interesting, all the information is there about the barn. I was just thinking about when, you know, like when we did
That
the
CT
the
barn?
tours and trying to find the information, that's
Okay.
just really cool.
Yeah, it jumps right out at you, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll send all those with the minutes.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Gary.
All right.
Okay, so let's see, I'm off track now. Let's see. So we've
That's
done,
my fault.
so you asked a question about, or somebody asked a question about, research.
Oh, yeah, that's.
So you know what, I'm gonna send out, send basic research materials. By that, it's gonna be how to access them, very
Right.
easiest.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
send the material.
yeah, well, I might, but I won't do that to you. Okay, so I'll send that. Now, the list,
And that's the library.
yeah, that's
That a
incredible.
lot.
They took it off for about 6 months. I think they were really destroying the website, and I almost lost my mind. I kept calling and saying, and when are you gonna put it back up? You are gonna put it back up, aren't you? Because it's lots of
Well, it's
people.
also at the library.
It is, but being, 11 o'clock at night, you've got something due, you gotta look something up.
Yeah.
Doing this is,
And I did not know that when I first started doing research,
mhm.
I probably still have them on my phone. I scanned a lot of it. If I, I just took
Yeah.
these huge, I had maybe 20 or 30 of it all scanned into my phone so I could read it, print it out and read it at home. I didn't realize that it was on the website. And I also didn't realize that the museum has a set.
They have a set too,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, good for you. Now, yeah, you own them, which is great. Now, I can't, oh, I do have here. So we have, there were 3 people that the commission was particularly interested in interviewing, and that was, Tom Larson, who one of our members suggested.
That was Ann. Who just said that.
And,
O'Malley.
Vibert, yeah.
No, Ann O'Malley. Her.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes.
And he lives in Farmington Woods?
I don't actually know anything about,
I thought she said he lived in town still.
well, since she knows him, I'm thinking that it would be great if she could
Yes.
do that interview.
Mhm.
And then Diane Bickford, who lives at 45 Cottage Street, who I don't think I've met. But she's got, I think Bob Hoffman suggested her, she has the canal in her backyard, the
Oh.
defunct canal, but still very apparent. And then David Brooks. And Steve, who is Steve, can get him, I wrote.
Steve Meyer.
Oh. We might be calling Steve up.
He said he'd be available.
Really? Okay.
He said to call him.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Unless he said he was gonna answer.
Day in Bickford, 45.
It's not skiing, there's no snow yet,
snow
so
yet.
he has free
It's just getting
time.
freezing tonight.
Colin Steve, okay. All right.
I don't know, Matt.
45 Bickford?
Matt has the
No,
other.
45 Cottage.
Cottage. Okay, that's what I did, right, Cottage. Okay, I wrote that, that's what I was asking, did I write it wrong?
Some other.
Yeah, I think you kept the list. All right. Do any of these appeal to anybody? I think I will ask Ann if she would, do Tom Larson. Okay.
Forgot, did someone have a connection with Tracy Fillion?
I know Tracy.
It was her aunt,
Yeah.
through Tracy getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause she brought it up.
Yes.
That, on one of our calls.
Can you contact her?
Sure, yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about, what, I thought Matt's dad, wasn't that another one? Didn't he talk about?
I think you did too, and I
Yeah.
can't remember if he was, but Matt's dad is incredible. You ask him one question, an hour later, you've got every possible
Well,
answer.
he'd be an easy person
Yes.
to start with.
Yeah, well, Matt would probably.
Yeah,
do that
Matt,
in-
well, I don't know who he is. I just,
I don't
I
know
had
either.
in my head
Very-
Matt's dad.
Very companionable guy.
Yeah. That's 5 potentials.
All right.
Huge.
Let me connect with these people
How
then.
about John Vibert?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a good, yes, I think John, Ann might be good too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think,
and I know John, so, and I know Ann, so, okay.
It's not far.
no, she isn't. Would you want to do John? Would you want to do John? Great. I would interview Ann. Yeah, okay. All right. I don't think it's too early to contact people and just talk to them about the project and say, this is something we're going to do and we'll be ready fairly soon to do it.
Do we want to get a timeline together first? Or a rough timeline? Like, do we have a date that we're going to aim for? The only reason I say that is because next month is November,
Right.
and then we're going to be in, and I know we all know that we're going to be in December, but it's just going to, that tends to go
Very busy and
fast.
very crazy.
And I think we have to do stuff before we meet again,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I don't know,
Possible to do some of these in November? I mean, I would do
that's
one
what I'm
in
thinking.
November. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But that means like the first, in the beginning part, Thanksgiving's late, but not, the first 1 to 3 weeks, I'd say.
In November.
In November,
Try
yeah.
To do the interview?
If we were gonna do it, yeah, if that's what we want. I think we have to try to, I'm just thinking if we call people and they're interested, then we at least give them like a ballpark, like, our plan is we're gonna start these, I'm making this up.
Yeah.
Right,
You know,
right.
the week
right.
of November 3rd, we're and we're gonna run them for 2 weeks, and we'll schedule a time. How does that even sound now? Is that gonna
Are you
be?
gonna be around?
Yeah, just to get an idea, but I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah,
or it might even be good, I don't know, we have our ducks in a row to say, great, we're scheduling now, so I'll call you back in a few days, and, if they
Yeah.
don't want to commit then or something, but just, because if not,
Yeah.
just to kind of, nail it down.
I think that's a good idea.
That's just
That makes me more comfortable. That's also, November's an open month, as you say, before
Yeah.
things get a little
Right.
little bit more scattered.
Yeah. People get busy and they're gonna think, I have the holidays.
Right,
Well, I mean, we all do, right? Yeah, we all
Right.
do.
Celebrations.
Absolutely.
And there's lots to do, and there's a lot of family time and whatever, and if that doesn't
Yeah.
work, 'cause I am pretty sure, I mean, I know you're gonna ask Fiona, and I'm pretty sure we can do this through next year. So if something happens and then we can't do it, then we'll just kick it off, like, in January, like the second or third week, like after all the holidays are done. But I know you're away sometimes then too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it'd be better to do it well.
So I'm kind of hot on it right now while we've, we've done the training and,
Yeah, but whatever, and even if we did 1, 2, let's just pretend we got all these people.
it'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and if we're doing it, it doesn't mean everyone has to be there for every interview. If we're doing them, it would that actually might be a best practice, though. I was just gonna say, it might be a good, it might be a good best practice to have 2 people, even if one person's doing the interview.
It seems to me that's the case.
Just
As a backup person, just checking things out and.
yeah, just as someone else hearing, just, I don't know.
Yeah.
My mind always thinks of just to make sure that if there's a problem, now we have 3 people in the room, not just, I don't know.
And I think with something new, you're more comfortable with a companion.
Yeah.
So I forgot.
But they might want someone, right,
Yeah,
too, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
So we have all right, so what is our to-do list, and how can we help Lisa, so you don't have the whole to-do list?
Thank you. So I think the first 2 weeks of November, so critical to that is everybody needs to get their training,
Yeah.
which, okay.
Correct. Me.
No,
Well, it's Matt and it's, Ann.
Ann.
That's the first thing I'll look into setting.
We're gonna have him get training even though he's gone.
Well, it may be that one of us who's trained can actually do that work and he can be the contact person and also the interviewer.
Yeah.
All right, so training first. I think practice next. We need to as Fiona said, practice on a family member or a fellow commissioner. It might be better to practice with a fellow commissioner so that we can sort of both learn at the same time. But I would leave that to the interviewer. You've done that. Then you have to
contact them and find out if they're interested.
We need to finalize the general questions that we want to use.
Yeah.
You have copies of everything, right? Didn't you make copies of everything we went to the library to?
Yeah, but I didn't keep them.
Oh, you didn't keep them? Okay.
Oh, so why don't I scan it and I'll send it to everybody? Let me do that. I'll
We
scan
made
it.
one copy of it.
Okay, I didn't remember.
Yeah, scan the, I'm gonna call it the
All right, so we
library.
have whatever we think whatever the few general categories or the 20 questions or whatever we think it is that's there.
Okay. We also have to, we'll finalize the permission forms, which I'll do that with Garrett.
Check the computer on that.
Yeah. We have to be ready with a mic and also the mic and the,
Yeah, depending on how we want to
mic and headphones.
conduct it, because if we're doing it, on the computer, we need to make sure the person that we're interviewing has
Yes, everything.
headphones,
Yeah.
even if they don't want to do it in person.
And you may want to have headphones yourself to make sure you hear exactly
No, we
what
do,
they're
yeah,
saying.
we have to, because you have to be able to ask the questions. So, maybe that's another piece. If people want to meet in person, I guess we can just reserve at the library, like, can't you reserve, like, the...
I was
Reserve a
thinking
room
about
there.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have all those side rooms that
Right.
you could reserve, so,
That's why I feel like that pre-checklist question, like if you're talking, if Ian's talking to Tom, okay, would you like to do this in person? And you know what I mean, like, it's all those types of questions. So,
oh, here's the other thing that Fiona mentioned that should be on our list, and that is, it's really helpful to have photographs from the interviewee, if they have them.
If they have,
available, to include with the file, and she suggested that we get them before the interview. So, I'm trying to think why that would make such a difference. I mean, I guess it could prompt some memories, but I don't know that it's absolutely necessary. At any rate, what do you think?
I don't remember her saying, it might just be so you don't have to track it down after the fact. I don't know, because once you do the interview, you're kind of done.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, that's what I'm guessing, but.
Right.
Right, so I'll start a pre-check list of what we think we want to ask people, and I'll also do the, I'm calling it the webinar prep. But our Zoom call prep,
I
no,
would
like what
also-
everyone should know as
Got it.
going
Right.
into it, of how you want to run it.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
great.
run webinars at work, that's the only reason
I would also check
Great, thank
the
you.
library, not the library, the Unionville Museum catalog for pictures,
Okay,
because they have a ton of pictures and a lot of family pictures. So that might also be good to have. Well, children playing, what were they doing? Yeah.
All right, and then Lisa's gonna send that,
yep,
okay?
and you're gonna do the,
And the permission, that's gonna be Garrett, right? Okay, all right.
right.
Who's gonna break it to Steve?
I'll call him. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Before it snows, could you,
Yeah.
and would you like to take the training?
Would you like to have a cup of coffee with me?
So,
Would you like a donut?
today's the 9th, I think, what do you think is realistic of us getting the questions organized, of getting some of this stuff done? How much time do you think we need to do? We have to practice, I think we should put a date around it, and if we want to set up a practice with us, I think we should kind of decide a night to do that before, because I think our next meeting is
Our meeting is the 6th, I think.
I don't even have it on my calendar.
Well, it's just.
Yeah.
that's
Wait for Gary.
five
I just wait for
things
Garrett to
that
send
day.
it, okay, yeah, okay,
Just the
I
six.
don't have all the dates memorized.
that's okay.
Stepdaughter picked that day to come in to stay with us for a few days, and I'm like, oh no, that's not a good day. That night, I think she's coming in at 10.
Well, you're available.
I think by the end of the day on the 15th, I could have what I need to get to you guys,
Okay.
which would be,
The 15th this month.
this month. So I would have all the material to Garrett. I would,
Okay.
So we can start going over that.
and also,
I'll do
the
that.
research
Stuff that we
material.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I'll plan to have my two things done by the 15th also.
By the end of the day, I think, end of the day, 15th. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll try to get, I don't know what I think she has a training on Monday. I've got to look at that.
No.
I have
That was
to,
No, because she's away until October
Yeah, she's going away.
21st and the 20th.
so I can't be trained until then.
Correct.
Okay.
That was her 2-week travel.
Okay, so she's going to be away. All right. So she's away now?
Yeah, she left today.
Okay.
You have a good memory, I didn't remember that.
Okay, so I'll have
I
to
remember
wait
she
till
said she was traveling.
10/21.
7th, 21st, 28th, at 6 p.m., and Tuesdays or Thursdays at 9 p.m.
9 a.m.
9 a.m., thank you.
Yeah.
What date? No, I have the email.
The 21st, the 28th, at 6 p.m., or Tuesday and Thursday, the Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m.
That would be after October 21st.
After October
Right,
1st,
right,
through
okay.
December.
All right, well, I would do it in the morning
Yeah.
while I'm still awake.
You're gonna talk to,
I'll talk to Jerusha about the release form that she has.
right,
If it's been reviewed by the attorney, at that point, it might just be changing, it might be that it's for the Farmington Library, it's for the Farmington Rural, and we just change the name.
yeah, okay.
And then
Training.
recording technology.
Oh, great,
But I'll talk to
okay.
Jerusha, Matt, and our IT.
Okay, oh, you will, oh, thank you.
Okay.
Because I'm sure the
Somebody-
library the library has a lot of things. They might have it, something on loan or something. But
Yeah.
because I know they were doing their own oral history project at one point.
Right.
They use tape players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can remember struggling with that.
Yeah, I'm not
Permission,
doing that.
Yeah.
Plainville was still recording their meeting on tape until 2019.
Really? Holy bananas. Wow. That's interesting. See, the lost decade. So Garrett, okay, thank you. All right.
I'll
good.
check on that.
Thank you. Okay, well, this is great.
Because I think then if we'll see how much where we stand by like the end of next week, and then we can start, then we'll know. Right?
And then presumably, or the idea is that people can branch out on their own. They've got their they've had their training, they've had their practice, they've got their interviewee, and we can certainly assist in any way they'd like us to assist, but it's basically you're kind of independent.
Okay.
Decisions. Okay. That's great, thank you. Good. Big deal. All right.
Cool.
That was pretty cool.
That's done.
Good. I forgot.
I'm not gonna call Tracy.
All right, we did get a lot done. I think the last thing I just wanted Garrett to update us on is the 37 Mountain Spring Road and how that, because you brought it up at the last meeting,
Yes.
and,
So, Ann Rutherford, myself, architect, and Lisa met with the architect for 37 Mountain Spring. That was the application to demo the existing four-car garage, build a new four-car garage, and then rebuild the barn at 37 Mountain Spring. So it required a public hearing for demolition. We went and took a look at it. The garage was definitely newer in the grand scheme of the house. It was built in the 1700s. The house was built in the 1700s. The barn was probably 1920s.
yeah, I was thinking that too, yeah. Yes.
Or not the barn, but the garage.
The garage,
The barn,
yeah.
the barn was
Well, you have
older.
to, yeah.
The garage
You have to have cars.
was newer. It had two giant cast iron radiators in there and a boiler room to keep the garage. Anyway, so, went to the Planning and Zoning Commission Monday night, that got approved to demo the four-car garage. They're gonna build a new four-car garage in a similar architectural style, but obviously larger, because cars got larger.
Right.
And then the barn will be, cataloged, photographed, disassembled, shipped to Massachusetts, where they will analyze all the pieces, find out what can be reused,
Oh,
recreate with the same technique what needs to be replaced, then bring it all back and rebuild the barn,
wow.
which will be.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
That is great.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I was gonna ask you to show us, but that you already shut down and I know.
It was pretty exciting to hear about that. They're even going to save the foundation, which may not be stable, but they'll build
Well,
a
they're gonna-
concrete foundation within it.
They might build the forms on the inside and make it out of concrete to stabilize it, but the rest of the foundation will
Yeah.
stay.
With it's all rubble
Wow.
stone, it's
Uh,
really,
Mountain, 37 Mountain Spring photos.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a great.
Oh, okay, I know,
Wow.
I recognize that.
Yeah, and the post and beam
So
beams inside are really quite something.
So they added
Oh.
that garage on,
added.
right, yeah.
You can see it's in disrepair, huh?
It was it's
Yeah.
it's held up very well, but it's
It's been neglected for
yeah.
some time.
Yeah, oh, neat. Okay.
There's a barn up the road from
Garage.
the entrance to Farmington Woods. It's in Avon, though.
Yeah, this
By
way at
the
least, this way to
farm,
make
by
it
the
usable.
farm, Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Here's the radiators.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
radiator
pretty
pipe.
tall
Oh,
in
my
on
goodness.
itself.
It's,
I don't know.
that is, very strong 2x4 holding up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not gonna take
Well,
much.
even those garage doors are not probably from 1920, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a foundation, does it?
Yeah.
It's just
It's all, yeah, it does,
Concrete.
because this.
So
Yeah.
they're gonna be
No, this-
replacing this right next
Got
to
it,
the
got
barn?
it.
Yeah. the
Yeah.
whole barn.
So that'll
It'll
probably
get-
come first before the barn gets rebuilt.
Well, they'll
What's
have it
that,
the same-
take this down,
yeah.
you mean? I guess so,
I can figure out where I am. Mountain Spring's harder, just because it's,
yeah,
no, that's,
the house is right
that's
on the,
awful
practically
way.
on
That's
the
too
street.
far. It's 'cause I'm
I know, I can't picture, when you show me the barn, I recognize it, I just can't remember the house.
Or Horse's house.
Oh, the house is
Going-
really
Oh, here we
nice.
go, this way.
Magnificent.
So, it's the Judah Woodruff House.
Okay.
So that central part is
Yeah.
built in 17.
That's the
Wow.
part, and
Wow.
there's wings off the sides.
Yeah.
It
Um,
was pretty big
and
for a
then
home then.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
yep.
There's a cottage here.
Yeah.
There was a building here that's been removed.
Oh, there's slave
This
quarters.
is the garage,
No, they didn't, he didn't have slaves.
and then this is the barn.
Okay, yep, it's pretty big, wow.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a good size.
No, I'm just comparing it, like even looking to one of the wings.
Yeah.
You know?
It is big.
Yeah, that's
And
neat.
it's on,
So the barn is on
Double
stacked
grade.
stone,
Yeah.
the, garage is concrete,
yeah.
and there's a boulder retaining wall back here that they'll remove. So the new garage is
Mhm.
gonna go right here.
Okay.
Oh, all right, so it's not gonna be built in the same place?
No, no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But I think it will look better if they're separated, honestly, that's kind of list like,
This is 2023, and that, you
Yeah.
can see through the barn, so
Yeah,
it's gotten worse since then, but,
yeah.
oh, neat,
Catching it just in time, actually.
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, really
And Lisa
exciting.
has requested that the photos of the restoration process be shared with the town as well, so that we.
Yeah,
can-
that was,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad, yeah.
Cool, oh, yeah,
Got an idea? Yeah.
It's all hand-hewn beams, so
Oh.
they will recreate the hand-hewn beams.
neat.
Axes and
Yeah, yeah.
so.
I'd love to be in the shop and watch some of
Wow.
that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
that's a serious investment.
serious investment.
Only thing I have is the November meeting, the council chambers will likely be occupied. They're
Okay.
expecting there to be a recount. So
Oh.
we can either be all online, or we can be in the pavilion out back,
Yeah,
or the conference room in our office. So whatever everyone prefers, just let me know. The pavilion is more of, I just gotta check with our IT department how their recording works. But there's no
Just the conference room be easier?
textiles. Yeah, that's, yeah. There's no tech, it's a nice building, but
Yeah.
there's no textile, so
Yeah,
it goes like crazy.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's fine, we'll do the conference room.
conference
So,
room, yeah.
so when you walk in the front door, our wing to the left, I'll have the door
The
propped
engineering
open.
department?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have the door propped open, so.
Oh, great, okay,
Back there.
yeah. And we should be interviewing then, or.
Or getting ready.
Getting ready
Well, I
to.
think that, and like I said, even if we're not quite ready, at least now we're gonna be ready, right? Because we have to have our ducks in a row, I think, before we start talking
No.
to people,
You're
right?
absolutely right.
So it looks like, you know,
You're right, it is lasting through December of '26. I got my dates a little mixed up.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. So we have until,
we have till,
I only think of it as a year.
well, it is, no, and that's basically what she said to us. She goes, you have about a year, because even if we wouldn't want to be recording next December, because then we'd be scrambling, and we wouldn't anyway, right?
Right,
And she
right.
doesn't get it, yeah, because she was very proud of the fact that she thought ahead and
Was
got
able
the,
to
and
get
put the
for
funding,
that
yeah.
year.
It's kind of neat, though, because I know Lisa had said there was 143 accounts, and it was, I think she had said if they were just giving out individual grants, that would amount to maybe like 10 accounts. So this way, instead of like, giving you this equipment and all this, it's just a scale, so it's very interesting. Yeah, she does a great job. I just want her job.
So,
Well, I know, in history. I mean, details. Haven't you seen that commercial with Peyton? You can, in the one where someone says, I want to be a professional football player. It's like, well, okay, because he's given this motivational, like, you can be whatever you want.
And need adjournment.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so it is, let's see, it's 8:26, and, can I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I give motion.
Thank you, Kelly, in a second. All in favor? please-
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? Okay, thank you.